This thing's got a whole button. Short. You guys hear me? No.
Talk loud.
Thank you. How's that? Better? There you go. Okay. So first I want to thank the Herman family for being here. I appreciate it. The class appreciates it. And then here in a minute, we'll tell you why you guys were invited. But first I'm going to bore some of you guys with a little speech. So months ago, when we first got the Facebook post about the class reunion, I was excited. I saw the Teeny's post about how we're going to start planning, and I was excited, man. I put notifications on my phone, so every time you get a post, you could read them. And I waited until the last at nighttime, so it'd be like a book, so I could just keep going. But as I read them, you go back and you start to think about everybody. So you start hitting everybody's, the page up, so you start to be like a stalker for a little bit. But you get to see their families. I mean, you get to see their kids, how they're growing, the places they've been. It's great. So I was excited, I looking at everybody's posts, and I tell my wife, hey, my 20-year reunion's coming up. I'm excited, I get to see all my old friends. And mid-sentence, she says, hey, what pizza place are we gonna get pizza from tonight? I look at her, I'm like, really? I'm like, I just told you, it's my 20-year reunion. I can't go home looking like this. So I open up the freezer, pull all that chicken that's back, boneless, skinless, that's all freezer burn, bring it out. And we're gonna have chicken and broccoli. I'm gonna work out before work and after work. That lasted 2 days. 2 days. So, but going back to the reunion, just going back, you start thinking about everybody, looking after the posts, and then I started thinking about the people that weren't on Facebook, or the ones that didn't post, what they're doing, how they're doing if they have kids. And obviously, I started thinking about Jeremy. And once I thought about Jeremy, I don't know how everyone else thinks, but his face came to my mind. If you guys remember, he always had that big grin with that gap in his teeth, right? His daughter had it today. So memories of him, started coming back, and you started thinking about, dude loved football, loved it. And we would do drills. I could have swore the coach said we need to save Ojeda for Friday, so it would be easy on him. But that dude would nail me every freaking time, every time. And 100% in the games, knew what he was doing, and it's so many times I would ask him, we'd be in the huddle, quarterback, hey, we're doing this play. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, hey Jeremy, does that mean I pulled to the left? And I pulled to the right. So he saved me quite a bit. So, and all the other stuff he did, all of his, Jeremy always had a smile on his face, always. He got along with everybody. He got along with the people that played sports, the people that just came to school to do their work and go home. I don't remember him ever saying anything bad about anybody, nor do I remember anybody saying anything bad about Jeremy. So every memory I have of Jeremy is his truck, his Bronco that I had in. Did you guys bring pictures of that at all so we can take a look at that? I guess it's restored, so I'll have to take a look at his Bronco. And I wish he was here just like everybody else, but Jeremy made an impact on all of our lives, and it's because of the parents, it's because of you two, Mrs. Herman. And when I think back on it, I was coming back to Scottsbluff from Denver, and I was thinking of things. And this popped in my mind when every time he would see my parents, he always would shake their hands, look them in the face, and ask how they're doing. I mean, it didn't matter if they saw him on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. He always took the time. He had great manners, great morals, which I know he instilled in his daughter. I guarantee he did. You know, that comes from you, so we thank you for the way you raised Jeremy. Thank you very much. And Janae, your dad, I mean, I can tell you stories and stories about your dad, and so can anyone else. And I guarantee, and I want you to take a few minutes after this and talk with everybody. You'll find some funny stories. So I've been to a lot of places. I've done a lot of cool things. I've seen a lot of cool stuff. Met a lot of cool people. So because of that, I've learned a lot in my 38 years of living. Okay, so this is for you, sweetheart. Okay, I want to give you 5 lessons that can help you succeed in life. Okay, and you're going to get a whole lot more from other people. Would you talk? Because we have a lot of smart people in this room, sweetheart. I don't need a mic for this because this is just for you. Okay, and I took a few notes just in case. So through my life, I've learned a lot of things, and like I told you, I want to share this with you. Okay. So the first one I want to share with you is, Janae, you're only one person. Okay. But it only takes one person to make a difference. If you have the desire and you have the passion to move forward and you know how to communicate, and I know right now communication is not that big of a deal with you, but sweetheart, when you get older, communication is one of the most important things, okay? And if you want to succeed, you got to learn to communicate with people, okay? And if you know how to do those 2 things, you'll do well, okay? Number 2, never ever take no for an answer, okay? There's always a way to get to the right solution if you use your head, if you use your mind, right? Don't let the problems that are going to come, because problems will come, sweetheart. You will have problems, all right? Don't let it get in your way. Move forward, okay? And never take no for an answer. Number 3, learn from everybody, okay? You're going to have a lot of people teaching you things. Take a little bit from everybody. Learn from everybody. And once you have that knowledge and you hone those skills and that knowledge, I want you to teach somebody else. Okay, you sit down, you teach them what you've been taught. Motivate them, inspire them to teach others. Okay? You need to make a difference in someone's life, like your dad did in all of ours. Okay? Leave your thumbprint on their mind. Right? Okay. Number 4. Do not let fear take over your life about anything, okay? Don't do something because you're afraid. If you let fear influence you, run your life, you're going to miss out on a lot of fun things in life, okay? You're going to miss out on a lot of good career opportunities once you grow, okay? Do not let fear run you. But it's okay to be afraid. You know that, right? There's nothing wrong with being afraid. I don't think anybody in here can say they've never been afraid of something. I'm afraid all the time, okay? But yet you gotta have courage, right? So courage isn't the absence of fear. It's being afraid, but still doing what needs to be done, correct? Okay. And the last one, sweetheart, and I'm sure some of you guys have heard this one, and when I heard it, it's been with me for years because I had to do it forever. Every morning when you wake up, the first thing I want you to do is make your bed. Right? Make your bed. Okay, and here's why. What that does is that allows you to complete one task you have one task done already. Small, it's boring, it's easy, but that one task is going to make you want to do more tasks and more tasks and more tasks, right? So if you can't do the small things in life right, sweetheart, you're going to have a hard time doing the big things, okay? And if you have a real bad day, you still got to come home to a nice made bed. Right? So that was for you, sweetheart. Okay? There's a whole lot of everybody in here is a whole lot smarter than I am. I've done a whole lot cooler things than I have, and are doing a whole lot cooler things than I'm doing right now. So take time and you need to talk with them, okay? So that's what I have. Does anybody else want to come up and say something? You're more than welcome to. Okay. I know it's hard. So the floor is open to anybody. If not, then we'll get on with the presentation. So let me go back to the presentation real quick. Because Jeremy made an impact in all of our lives, it was a no-brainer that the class would get together and decide to do something for him. Everybody was, yeah, just do it. Everybody had these ideas. It was great. It was great. So I want to thank Juan and Brad for getting together and getting this done. So if Brad and Scott, if you don't mind grabbing the So to the Herman family, on behalf of the class of